Hello everyone and welcome. Our footballing travels have taken us to the Midlands. We're at Villa Park. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Aston Villa against Leicester City.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Well, I think we all love players who have that flair for the dramatic, and one such player is certainly James Maddison. Stuart, what should we look forward to seeing from him today?
Well, Derek, we know he loves linking up with other players, but it's when he's in and around the penalty area, that's when he's at his most dangerous, when he plays little 1-2s around his marker and then plays the next forward pass into a runner. He could be the key to unlocking this defence.
Here's how the lineup looks for Aston Villa.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
Well, here's how Leicester City will line up. Kasper Schmeichel begins in goal. Johnny Evans plays with Çağlar Söyüncü in central defence. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And this confrontation is underway. Played into the box. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. And space to attack. Chance to play it in. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Castagne. Ndidi. Lookman. Timothy Castagne. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Douglas Luiz. Emiliano Buendia. And snuffing out the danger. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Nasty landing on the shoulder for him there, and he's in real discomfort. He's a tough boy. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff. James Maddison. Maddison. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. Ramsey has it. Ramsey. Matty Cash. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Ndidi. Well, showing good defensive judgment. Ramsey. Losing possession a bit easily. Thomas. Lookman. Timothy Castagne. Daka. Harvey Barnes. Well, an easy one to cut out, really. James Maddison. And attempting the through ball. And nearly the ideal ball, but a good piece of defending. Ollie Watkins. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. But he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Marvellous Nakamba. Watkins. Well, the defending not the best here, but able to tidy up. Nakamba. And back with Thomas. And a poor pass it was. No getting away from it. Throw in here. Possession changing hands. Daka. Can they take advantage? McGinn. Nakamba. Cross-fired over. Well, still an issue here. And problem solved for now. James Maddison. Ndidi. Daka. Still level here, but the pressure escalating. Barnes. James Maddison. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
Well, no debate over that one. It's a yellow card all day long.
Well, the free kick lacking just a little bit of guile. Emiliano Buendia. And intercepting it. And back with Thomas. Barnes. Now Ndidi. Daka. It's a good Leicester move in the making. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. This might be ideal for the counter. Marvellous Nakamba. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Daka. Lookman. And he takes it away. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Maddison going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Ollie Watkins. It's with Douglas Luiz. McGinn. Douglas Luiz. Well, sitting deep like this might be a dangerous game. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. They've given it away. Barnes. Has a go. Terrific block. Ndidi. Defensive efficiency personified. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Marvellous Nakamba. Douglas Luiz. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Crossing possibilities. James Maddison. Daka. Barnes. Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. And the yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
Counter-attacking, very much an option. Can they take advantage of the situation? It just fizzled out, really. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. It is to be a throw-in. Douglas Luiz. Buendia. It's with Douglas Luiz. Ollie Watkins. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Could be. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
Ndidi. Maddison with it. Well, that pass easy on the eye. And an effective clearance. The Foxes moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Well, this is not ideal for him. He was booked earlier. And his day is done. Second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, it was coming. Why was he not taken off earlier?
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. A really well taken free kick, but no reward for it.
Well, for a moment there, he must have thought that was in. He struck it so cleanly.
Matty Cash. Konsa. Well, they've given him too much space. McGinn. And a good-looking ball. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. And problem solved for now. Lookman. Timothy Castagna. Well, a good tackle. Daka. Just not looking confident in possession. Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here. Ezri Konsa. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. McGinn. Douglas Luiz. Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well. Well, the stats don't lie. It's been very tense and an even battle so far, but neither side has played with enough quality to pose a real threat going forward, and that needs to change.
Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. They need to get bodies back. Well, it was a superb counter-attack. Not such high marks for the finish.
Well, the build-up to the shot was great. Good defending, quick transition and excellent movement. It just needed a much better finish.
James Maddison. Here's Ademola Lookman. Ndidi. Leicester moving the ball with purpose. Douglas Luiz. Marvellous Nakamba. Cash. It's with Nakamba. Douglas Luiz. And dispossessed. Let's see if something comes of this. Ndidi. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. He's in behind. And it was a great chance for 1-0.
Well, that should have been the opener, shouldn't it? What a chance that was.
Daka. Ndidi. James Maddison. Could play it in. Well, not a great ball played in. Will this corner bear fruit for them? Well, what about that opportunity a few minutes ago? We can see it again now. And over comes the corner. Well, the clearance half-hearted. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here it is again. And if you are going to clear the ball, you have to get height and distance on it to give your defence time to readjust. And they don't do that. It's a poor clearance, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net.
So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match.
Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, I'm sure the manager will be delighted with him. He'll have drilled it into them to keep their focus, keep playing through to the half-time whistle, and it's certainly put them in a good position to go on and win this now.
And this confrontation is underway. James Maddison. Well, it was apparently a bookable offence. And a yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful.
Could be. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper.
And his day is done. Second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, it was coming.
A really well-taken free kick, but no reward for it.
Well, for a moment there, he must have thought that was in. He struck it so clean.
Well, knocked on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
They need to get bodies back. Well, it was a superb counter-attack. Not such high marks for the finish.
Well, the build-up to the shot was great. Good defending, quick trend.
He's in behind. And over comes the corner. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Playing with purpose and control. Maddison. Daka. You can sense the threat is there. Can they convert? Great chance to make it a brace, but the keeper had his say.
Well, he has to get a second goal soon. He's been brilliant today.
Douglas Luiz. Can he get them level? Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Daka. Ndidi. Daka. Alert defending. Douglas Luiz. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. Maddison. And he read it well defensively. And the ball's gone. Ndidi. Maddison with it. Now Ndidi. And a good-looking pass. Timothy Castagne. Can't argue with that little move. Electing to cross into the centre. A super tackle and they've won possession. Maddison. Superb stop. Well, they're going for the short one. And breaking at pace with menace. Defenders need to cover. Douglas Luiz. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Lookman. Maddison with it. Really getting stuck in. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Useful looking ball. Top class defending. James Maddison. And a tidy tackle. John McGinn. And Cash with it. McGinn. Well, showing good defensive judgment. And a harmless cross gobbled up. Using his physical strength to shield it. Watkins. Young. This could square the game. Oh, right in the nick of time. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. And into the last 30 minutes now. Young. In the right place to cut out the pass. Looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. Regained possession. But strong play here on the shielding front. James Maddison. Daka. Now Ndidi. Very quick thinking there. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Stoppage in play and a chance for the referee to go back and retrospectively hand out a yellow card. He's protecting it effectively. Crossing possibilities. Well, he took care of it defensively. Ndidi. Spraying passes around, almost waiting for the opposition to make a mistake. Well, they keep the ball moving. Thomas. Harvey Barnes. Jamie Vardy now. Well read to ease the pressure. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Options in the middle. And a fine cross. Danger averted for now, but they have a corner to defend. Well, they've decided to make a change.
Number 37, Adriana Lookman. Coming onto the pitch, number 17, Ayois Perez.
And there's the delivery. Well, off target in the end, and that'll be a goal kick.
Well, I think the defender just about did enough there, but that was a chance.
Ashley Young. John McGinn. Watkins. It's with Douglas Luiz. Now, let's see what they can do here. But they took care of the situation defensively. Barnes. Ndidi. Precise ball movement. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Ball's gone. Just 20 minutes remaining now. And using his strength to shield the ball. Marvellous Nakamba. Moving the ball forward with purpose. And teammates to play it to. And not the best clearance. The outcome is a goal kick here. Ndidi. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Crossed into the penalty area. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Moving it forward. Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really.
Well, as you can see from those stats, their attacking play just hasn't been good enough. They need to start getting the ball into the final third more often and play at a quicker tempo. Otherwise, they just won't get back into this game.
James Maddison. On to Perez. And scope for them to produce something exciting, but really sticking to their task defensively. Now can they counter clinically? Douglas Luiz. McGinn, on a pass that lacks quality. Vardy. Danger here as he runs at them. The cross is on. And cutting in from the flank. Takes aim. Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. Anwar El Ghazi. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Well, this game will shortly be history, and the home side appear to be on the wrong end of the scoreline. Stuart, give us your take.
Well, their attacking play has been too slow, it's lacked penetration, and at times it's looked devoid of ideas. But can that change in the final few minutes here? It only needs one moment of magic.
And forward they go, chasing the game. Anwar El Ghazi. Timothy Castagne. Well, you can absolutely sense the frustration growing in the opposition camp. They can't get near the ball. Vardy. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Perez. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match.
Number 22, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, to be replaced by number 14, Kelechi Iheanacho.
Poor pass under no real pressure. Well read to ease the pressure. And you don't want to lose possession there. He could pick out a teammate. This could finish it. But no, the chance goes a-begging. Goodness gracious me.
Well, you just wonder, will that come back to haunt them? He has to do better there.
John McGinn. Possession lost, intercepted. Barnes. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Space and time for the cross. And still danger here. But it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. James Maddison. Iheanacho. So deflection, and they can get ready for the corner kick routine.
Substitution.
Well, they've decided to make a change.
Number 19, Marvelous Nakamba, to be replaced by number 8, Morgan Sanson.
Short corner favoured. Douglas Luiz. Young. It's with Douglas Luiz. Well, do they have it in them to level this? Chance to play it in. Holding the ball up here, waiting for others to arrive. Simple for the keeper. Effective challenge. Thomas. He's given it straight to the opposition. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Wanzebe. Ball played nicely. He's showing good defensive judgment. Barnes. This looks promising. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. An important interception. Douglas Luiz. Watkins. They get forward, but time is very much against them here. And played in. And this situation could be dangerous. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Finally gathered by the keeper.
Well, that's a really good recovery. He had to be smart there.
And with that, the referee blows for full time. Not the outcome Villa fans were hoping for. Where did it go wrong?
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is, they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
Well, you know, when our colleagues in the newspapers come out with their grades for this match, he's going to get very high marks.
Yeah, he deserved to score the winner today, because he was a real handful. His running off the ball and awareness of space were excellent. Very impressive.
Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
They need to get bodies back. Well, it was a superb counter-attack. Not such high marks for the finish.
Well, the build-up to the shot was great. Good defending, quick
He's in behind. And over comes the corner. Well, the clearance half-hearted.